If everyone could please take a seat, we are going to start in 10 minutes. We should probably close that out. families, tonight we celebrate the graduating class of 2025. Mr. Clifford, the music please. Mari Bediako.
Elisha. Now, everybody
Please stand for the TIS school song. The words are on the back of your program.
Lifelong, Tohoku International School, it's here we find our way. With teachers to guide us and friends beside us, we're ready to seize the day. Across the land, across the sea, we come from near and far.
thank you, Mr. Messiah. Everyone. Now, a word from our principal.
Students and staff gathered here today. Thank you for joining us for the TIS Grade 12 Graduation Ceremony 2025. If I were to express my feelings today in just one word, it would be pride. Of course, even now, you may still face some uncertainty, but seeing you challenge yourselves and move forward in life as young adults makes me truly proud of how far you've come. When I first arrived at TIS, Alicia and you were already in grade 6 in elementary school. I still remember their involvement in the PYP exhibition and elementary talent show. they were so cute but confident, and those memories left a strong impression on me. I also clearly remember the first conversations I had with Xenia, Mary, Kae, Shoma, Wonjun, and Daiki. I feel genuinely happy that TIS has been the environment where you've grown so much. Sorry. I was honored to have the opportunity to create something special with all of you, especially through the school musicals. Every time we passed each other in the hallway and I said hello, you always responded with a cheerful hello and with a smile. Knowing I won't get to see those smiles anymore makes me feel genuinely sad. But I believe in your kindness, determination, and innocence. And I know these qualities will guide you towards a fulfilling and meaningful life. Once again, thank you for making me feel so proud. Congratulations on your graduation. Now let's welcome Mr. Zemke to the podium.
Okay. No one really has the answer.
In life, and I think we all know that the older we get, right? But what is beautiful about being a human is that we can still teach one another. So this speech that I've created is about you, yes, but it is also about lessons that you have taught me. Irony, just in case you didn't know. So let's begin. Each one of these lessons are lessons that I have been taught by the grade 12 students. And if you observe these lessons, they will ameliorate your lives infinitely. These lessons are taken from my experiences with you directly, and some are behaviors and attitudes that you exhibit, and some are ethical stances that you exhibit, and others are latent, like you are growing into these wonderful life lessons as you are getting older. And some of them are lessons that if you yourself were to adopt them, you would become the powerful human being that you are destined to be. So, I need to apologize. This speech is full of analogies and metaphors and similes and all of the other cheap tricks that I've been teaching you over the past few years to recognize. So please, I'm sorry, and hopefully you can recognize those without any resentment. So, here are the 8 life lessons or epiphanies which will enrich your life.
Your life.
Graduates. Okay, lesson 1, Mari.
Don't waste.
Don't get me wrong, humility is incredibly important and vital for building a strong inner life and an ethical personality, and I'll talk more about that later, but you must value your own time, your own energy, and your own emotional capacity in a way that is non-negotiable. Human life and relationships are complex, but you should not give your energy to those who cannot reciprocate. There are 7 billion people in the world. Chances are that there are people out there who will appreciate you for who you are, who will love you back as you love them, friends who empower you instead of degrade you. And, okay, emotional, just give me a second. And people who will give you their attention and the credence you deserve. Be humble, yes, but be the biggest proponent of you. Stand up for yourself, honor yourself, and cherish yourself. Thank you, Mari, for making me remember that. 2, Shoma. You're driving on a highway late at night. You're headed to the city for a job that starts sometime in the summer. You are focused on the road, but you are tired, you are hungry, and you are barely awake. Colorful lights approach and pass in lethargic blurs like bioluminescent creatures under the sea. You drive on through the darkness. You don't take a break. You barely take time to even look. Lesson number 2, you don't have to have a dream, okay? I know that Hollywood and everyone around you tells you that you have to have a long-term goal, something that you do with life, something that you're headed towards, but sometimes that just doesn't work for everyone. You don't always have to be sure. If you have a dream, great, but if you don't, you're infinitely open to passionately focus on your short-term goals. While you're doing that, most ancillary passions will flare up as you go along, and you can choose which lights to follow and which lights are the brightest. If you look too far into the future, you won't notice the glow of opportunity out of the corner of your eye. Be sure to
Be yourself who you are, and that will determine how you go on. Shoma, thank you for our love.
lot to me. More than you realize, and probably for you it was more of an annoyance than anything else, but for me, it is something that I will remember. And thank you for being so confident in your own abilities. Some might call it procrastination, but they would be wrong. What I call it is confidence. You knew that you would handle it, and you did, every time. And as you go on in life, I know that you will keep handling things. Good luck with everything. I doubt we will see each other again after today, but I know wherever you are, you will be the confident, dryly funny, and capable man that you already are. Ksenia, lesson 3. You need to be hard on others and yourself. No, not needlessly hard or cruel, but with pride.
You need to hold those around you to the highest standard.
When people around you are not living up to those standards, you need to kindly let them know. More importantly, you need to hold yourself up to the highest standards and always be hard on yourself when you are not in the process of becoming better. You also need to be hard on your own opinions. You should be excited to change your mind, understand nuance, your own biases and privileges, and keep revising. You need to be honest, clear, and critically do the right thing when the right thing is hard to do. The moment I knew that Ksenia was a person of worth was one day about 2 years ago. I can't remember what we were doing, but we were walking with a group of other students to 7-Eleven for some reason. And on that sunny day, Ksenia turned to me as part of the conversation and told me that something that I had done had disappointed her. Now, this is not a normal conversation for students and teachers to have with one another, but I was so struck by how openly honest and kind that criticism was. In fact, that was something that I still remember to this day, and I use it as a way to ground some of the behaviors. She was never cruel. She never intended harm. It was simply that she expected better from me as her teacher. So, thank you for that. Ksenia, my standards for you has always been very high, as you know, and at some points I felt like I needed to apologize for that, but then I changed my mind again. I am glad that I held you to a high standard. You achieved all of the standards that I had for you, and you exceeded all of them, and now as you go into life, you are going to just, like a shooting star, fly out of this place the brightest you could possibly be. Good luck. Johan. There's an old saying that goes, there are only two certainties in life, death and taxes. Even though we all understand the sentiment, I propose that that statement needs to be
I think the uncertainties of life are actually death,
taxes and pain. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this, okay? We watch the world from behind our privilege and our screens, and we see what is going on out there. I'm sure a lot of us have been looking at what is going on out there and becoming rather scared. We all notice at some point that life is unfair, fundamentally unfair. To be alive is to be lucky. So, what can we do to make this easier? How to lighten the burden of the past and the present and the future, pushing in at us all the time, making us aware of the never-ending, painfully cruel world we happened to be born into. The true palliative action, the analgesic of existence, the balm of absurdity, the cure to pain is laughter. Okay. Lesson 4, make time to laugh. Make time to laugh with your friends, family, and on your own. Laugh at all of our foibles, laugh at our struggles, laugh at nothing, and laugh at yourself. Humor has forever been a rather human strategy to deal with pain and the way to lessen the weight of tragedy and a way to smooth out the vast creases that we all have in our lives. Now, I'm not saying that's what she was doing every time she burst into a fit of laughter in English class with her compatriot Alicia, and I'm not saying that's what she was doing when she was trying to suppress her giggles every day. I don't think she was trying to forget the woes of the world. Yet,
I can tell you that your laughter coming to school every day, teaching you, and seeing you happy, even if it was for a very silly reason.
probably helped the people around you. So thank you for that. Your laughter healed a lot of us. Okay. Thinking back, I'm fairly certain that throughout the years, the laughter did outweigh the tears. And that is, in fact, what we all need to strive for. Make sure the laughter outweighs the tears. Okay. Carl Jung said, it's not...
This part, be kind to everyone, no matter.
Once you all go on out that door, on with your lives, and you start down the mountain of life like snowballs, you will gain momentum, power, and status. This lesson relates to that momentum in two ways. First, treat those at lower stations than you with respect, and action is more powerful than words. One of the most surprising things about Kai is I didn't know her that well. Then we went on a ski trip 2 years ago, and something that I saw was that as I was going with all of the beginner skiers up that very steep hill, not really, it wasn't very steep, Kai was speaking to the ski instructor as if they were old friends and they had known each other for years and years and years. Now, as far as I know, she had met her only the year before and had chats with her, but the way that Kai was interacting with her was as I saw some potential in Kai, some wonderful brightness in her that I have seen many times since. She treats pretty much everyone the same, for better or for worse, she does. So, let me carry on with the lesson. The way that Kai does speak to wait staff and service people and teachers and students who are younger than her and her peers is important. This does matter, and this far-reaching idea can be atomized at the level of our daily lives, and it should be anchored into our life relationships. Any person worthy of respect, friendship, and care will be looking at your actions, not your words. It is how your partner will learn to love you. It is how your friends will decide to support you. It is how your co-workers will learn to trust you, and it is how the world will measure you, ultimately. Humans are rather fragile, and all are fighting and their own struggles on a daily basis, living in their own hells, and this kind of kindness that Kai shows to people helps. She shows her kindness daily and to the daily visitors of her life, and we should be doing that too. So, my advice, appreciate those you admire. Send thank you cards, say good morning, wish people well, demonstrate your gratitude to others, and generally just treat one
Another. Now, we really want to improve society together.
Also remember that words are actions too. Wanjong. I know Wanjong is nervous about this, but you don't have to be. Wanjong, never stop learning and never stop running. Lesson 6, take care of your body.
And your mind. Okay. One thing has always been one of the regular fixtures in the running ASA, and I am incredibly thankful. Two of
I
us
spent a lot of time talking about manga and about many things that I cannot mention at this graduation ceremony. But we ran together, and gradually I saw Wanjong becoming fitter, better, happier. Not to plagiarize Tom York. Okay. So, the lesson here is, know your body, know your mind. Sleep enough, exercise, eat well, know what you need socially and emotionally, and communicate with yourself and those around you. We are weak beings made of meat and chemicals and electricity. We get affected almost instantly by changes in our environment, and we barely understand what's happening when those changes occur. If you stabilize yourself by being healthy, you will be able to put your roots down wherever you may find yourself in life and grow no matter what. Wanjong, I have seen you grow over the last few years. You have become an incredibly intelligent, wise, critical, wonderful human being. You have always been that person. But as you started taking more care of yourself, you were more confident to show everyone else. We are all thankful that you came to the school, and we are all saddened by you leaving. Wanjong, this kappa is very proud of you. Okay. Sorry, inside joke. Okay. Daiki. Lesson 7, embody your love of life, your passions. Growing up, I remember myself, and I'm sure a lot of us remember, is we always try to create our personalities about things that we are opposed to. I am anti-capitalist. I hate country music. I would never, ever go swimming. I am not a Republican. I will never be like my parents, etc., etc. You've all heard this before. The way we decide who we are is often in opposition to things, against things, anti. And Daiki is the opposite of that. Daiki has chosen a path for himself in life, and he has allowed his passion to take him over completely. In that way, he adds to the world. I mean, I didn't know anything about football until I started teaching Daiki, and I mean, honestly, I still don't know that much, but I do know more, and that is because Daiki lived that life. He wasn't ashamed of who he was. He wasn't saying anything negative about anything else. He was always just positive. He was pro. He was for. His personality is something that we can all take advice from. When we are who we want to be, when we are who we decide to be, let that always be something that adds to the world instead of taking away, instead of criticizing. We should not be standing at the side of life with our arms folded, frowning at all of the bad people we don't like, but we should be like Daiki and just be ourselves. Be passionate and add to the world. Thank you for showing me that, Daiki. Okay. Okay. Almost done now. Elisha. It's a long one. You walk through the park and you are beset by a sensation. You smell something amorphously familiar, and then a connected memory starts forming, but the more you focus on it, the more it fades away. Smell of your bedroom when you were 4, 5, maybe? The food you ate on the carpet of a sunny afternoon living room? Or was it a midnight sofa? The smell of a person you liked, but who were they again? Why did you like them? The faint smell of drying sunscreen on the day you first swam at, what was the name of that beach? Could it have been a lake? Too late. It's gone. The memory is gone. This is what happiness is. That feeling. Intangible but real. Part of us but indefinable. A quality that exists in the colors of our memories more so than it exists in the color of this room. Knowing what happiness is must surely make us all think, then, how do we grasp it? This feat is something that I have seen Elisha performing, sometimes accidentally and sometimes on purpose, throughout the last 4 years of knowing her. From when I first met her, XL Billie Eilish shirt-colored, hair masked Elisha, through the underwater currents and flow of the artist she became, to the current, dualistic, empathetic, supernova woman that she is. She has always embodied lesson 8. Try to make others happy, and you will absorb some as a side effect. Humility and generosity is what nourishes us most. Elisha, I also want to take this opportunity to thank you personally. You have always been very kind to me. Even when I did not deserve it, even when you had no reason to be, even when you did not intend to be, you have always treated me very fairly. Asked me questions about my life and talked to me as a human being. This is something that I cannot forget, and I will not forget. Thank you. So, with that, I conclude. Or do I? Surprise! Lesson number 9. Bex, where are you? Hello. Bex is our unofficial graduate today. Lesson number 9. Expect things to change. They will. Things do, in fact, fall apart. Even when you had no... Oh, sorry, that's a wrong line. Even when you do, it is the people in your life that is what holds you and keeps you grounded and keeps your grip. Bex, we missed you a lot. You can ask them. I talked about you all the time. And out of respect for you, I have not used my British accent once during this speech. Okay. Graduates, through your actions, you have collectively set an example for us all. Combined, you are the greatest person and the greatest teacher. Spread these parts of one another into the lives that you will live, and I wish you all the best of luck. Okay. So, with that being finished, TIS is starting a new tradition this year. For the first time, we are celebrating a valedictorian. This award is based purely on academic achievements over the past 3 years. This year, and TIS's first ever valedictorian, could you please stand up, Ksenia Fedorenenko. Congratulations. Now, it is time to hear from our graduates. Mari, would you come up to the stage, please?
My dad has this saying. He said it to me often, sometimes when I felt stuck. He says, "Wherever you go, there you are." I used to think he was just being cryptic or trying to offer me some kind of profound fatherly wisdom without actually helping. But I've sat with his words for a while now. And over the years, I've learned that he wasn't actually trying to explain anything to me. He was just offering me something to sit with. At first, this phrase felt obvious. Wherever you go, there you are. Well, of course, if I'm here, then I'm here. But the more I lived with those words, they began to mean less about where I stood physically in the world and began to mean more about my place within. It's easy to believe that change is just external, that growth lives in new cities, new roles, new versions of yourself. But what no one really tells you is you can change absolutely everything around you and still feel like you're standing in the exact same spot. Because wherever you go, you just bring yourself with you. All of the patterns you haven't named yet, the fears that follow you, the quiet questions about yourself that stay long unanswered, the soft parts of you that keep surviving despite it all. I think there's something beautiful in that, but something difficult too. Because presence isn't always easy. Being where you are without constantly reaching for the next thing, that takes a kind of stillness that feels unnatural. But I've learned that change isn't always loud. Sometimes it's subtle. Maybe it's a decision that doesn't announce itself, or a moment that passes quietly but leaves something behind. And most of the time, change doesn't feel like becoming someone brand new, but it feels like returning, not to a place, but to a version of yourself you were destined to grow into. That is what I carry with me now. Not certainty or clarity, but a kind of quiet acceptance. That no matter how far I go, how much I achieve or unlearn or outgrow, that I'll keep meeting myself again and again and being at peace with what I find. You see, it's not about moving forward, upward, or beyond where I am. It's about being fully present and allowing that to be enough. So, wherever I go, there I am. And I see now that isn't something that holds me back. It's something that grounds me. For today, I'm here graduating, not because I've reached a final destination, but because I've learned to keep going without losing who I am. And finally, for my dad watching this 7,000 miles away, thank you. For that one sentence that became something to live by. For all the moments you've grounded me when I was lost. And for being the best dad that I could ever wish for. I cannot wait to see you soon. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming our next speaker, Shoma Davis.
really hot up here. Time's arrow neither stands still nor reverses. It merely marches forward. It's one of my favorite quotes, right? We can't turn back time. It's an obvious statement, it's a fact. And everybody knows that time can't be reversed. But the meaning of that quote only really hit me quite recently. Now, I will be the first to admit that I did not enjoy high school, right? In fact, I'm counting down the minutes until I can walk out with my diploma and never show my face here again. But the truth is, today is the last day of high school and of my high school life. And I will never be able to experience it again. So as much as I didn't enjoy high school, there are moments that I won't forget. My first school dance, my first time skiing, my short time as the president of the student council, and the most recurring event, right? Staying up until 3 a.m. to turn in an assignment that was due the night before. What makes all of these moments all the more special is that I can't go back in time to relive them. All I can do, and all any of us can do, is to keep moving forward, learn from our bad memories, and cherish the good ones. I have to admit, it's honestly a surreal feeling, standing here in front of all of you, my classmates, delivering this graduation speech. Over the past few years, my classmates and I have been through a lot together. You know, we've laughed together, we've argued at times, of course, and now we're graduating together. So to all of you sitting here on the stage with me, I'd just like to thank you for all the shared memories. I know that we've all had our ups and downs, but as Jason Tatum once said, we did it. So now we're going our separate ways, and so I just want to say thank you, and I sincerely wish all of you luck in the next chapter of your lives. To the teachers of TIS, I'd like to say this. I know that I was not always the easiest to work with. So really, thank you for putting up with me. I failed a lot of math tests, Mr. Steinkamp, I'm very sorry. But I can honestly say that I have learned a lot from all of you, and that I am truly appreciative of your teachings. I'd like to give a special thanks to one teacher here, Mr. Wilde. I think he's back there filming this. I've only ever had one class with him, homeroom in the 10th grade, but most of my interaction came through film praxis, an after-school club where honestly not much ever got done. Still, Mr. Wilde has had a profound impact on my life. He was the first person here who made me feel like I had a place at this school, in a time when I was still struggling to adjust to life in an international school and also just living in Japan. So, Mr. Wilde, thank you for being one of the few people who genuinely made school as close to fun as it could be. I really can't even imagine a Tohoku International School without you. You bring a kind of soul to this school that I think a lot of us here take for granted. And so I just want to say thank you, and that I appreciate everything that you've done for me, probably without even realizing it. And one day maybe we'll have that film praxis meeting at the Royal Host. Next, I would like to thank my parents, both of whom are here today. To my mom, お母さん、今までいろいろ意見が合わなかったこともすみませんなさい。お母さん、今までいろいろ意見が合わなかったこともあったけど、17年間いろいろと支えてくれて本当にありがとう。大変なこともあったと思うけど、いつも気にかけてくれて感謝しています。母さんのおかげでこうして無事に卒業の日を迎えられました。これからもよろしくお願いします。And to my dad, I'd like to thank you for traveling a long way to be here today. You've always been there for me, and I am eternally grateful. I want you to know that I really appreciate all the sacrifices that you've made for Tak and I, and that I would not be the person I am today without your guidance and the lessons that you've taught me. I will continue to work to make you proud as I move into the next stage of my life. Lastly, I would like to thank the people who made it worth attending school every day. My friends. I think most of them are here, but Ricky, Jaren, Ichikawa, Sugawara, Shamir, Makoto. I mean, basically everybody, but specifically the ones who usually ate lunch outside with me. None of you were in my class. And that kind of, that's not nice. But most days I only came to school because I knew I would see y'all at lunch. And thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. And if Jaren ever has a free day, let's try and hang out. And we'll even invite Ken Shimada to pick up our scraps. So I've spoken to a lot of people this year, and I've even actually made new friends this year. And so to anybody who gave me a chance and looked beyond my social awkwardness, thank you. And I hope that talking to me made your day a little bit better, just like it did for me. I would like to end my speech with a message for those of you in the audience who will be graduating in the near future. Some of you already have clear goals and dreams. Some of you might have only a vague idea or no idea at all of what you want from life after high school. And so my advice to all of you, however, is the same, and that is to live your life. By that, I mean two things. First is the cliche, try new things. If you only ever do things that you know you can do, then you will never be able to do anything but that. You only have one life, so why not experience all that you can? Second, let yourself feel. There's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. How you respond to the bad days will shape your life more than you think. So yes, feel happy and cherish those moments, but also let yourself feel sad when you are. Learn from it, push through it, and then let yourself move on. My last sentence is, have a pleasant 10,000 years, and thank you. Please give a warm welcome to our next speaker, Ksenia Fedorinenko.
So many heartfelt things have been already said, and I think it is only right that I contribute to this ambience of nostalgia and reminiscence with my own anecdotes. So TIS had warmly welcomed me back in 2019 with its bright red NPR doors that are now blue, but I'm no judge. And Mr. Shermer's American accent seeping through the halls, which was quite a surprise for Ukrainian little me. On my first day, I was asked to change my outside shoes and put on a separate, clean pair for the inside. And before my brain had had time to orient itself in this peculiar place, titled as a private educational institution, I was bombarded with this jargon, NPR, Shokaguchi, HSA, HSB, HSC, as if English wasn't hard enough as is. I remember coming into this exact space, sitting down on the exact same chairs as you, dear guests, are sitting on, and having had to listen to Mr. Sherman speak to you through the microphone like I'm doing so right now. And above all, I remember thinking that these next 6 years are going to be one of the longest years of my entire life. But in reality, I'm going to have to tell you that the years in TIS have just flown by all thanks to the incredible people that I've been surrounded by. The connections and the bonds that were built inside these walls were one of those things that would make me look forward to coming to school. I mean, on those days that I could actually wake up at 6:45 in the morning, so you have to understand me. The teacher support that I had received over the course of my time here made me feel like others have the ability to see potential in me much more clearly than I could ever be able to. I am so thankful for everyone who has watched me change from the little jit that I was, who had barely spoken 2 sentences of English at a time, to the version of me that now stands before you on this stage. No matter what, the teachers here put in the effort to support us, not just in academics, but as people in general. Whether it was through encouragement, advice, or simply being there as less of a professional and more of just as a human being. So thank you for believing in us, guiding us, and helping us get to this moment. You all left a mark on us, and we are a product of you. The friends that I had made along the way are actual treasures, and I will be forever grateful for, as they were the driving force behind making me become the best version of myself. I will assume mine and Mari's greatest inspiration, Tintin, for example. She amazes me the most, as she has to be the most motivated and hardworking person I've ever met in my entire life, with a potential so promising and so potent that just by talking to her, the dedication just rubs off on you. Having heard about her accomplishments and her aspirations really did remind me of the fact that many things are achievable if you put your mind and heart to it, however cliche this might sound. Johan and Alicia, Some academic weapons that you are, such intelligent and academically oriented individuals who are yet have so much love to give to this world. I'm so incredibly blessed to have been in the same class as you two, and I am so grateful for the love you have shared with me specifically. Never has there been a moment when Yowan or Alicia weren't there to offer help to me or to sympathize or to just offer their presence, and I am really, really thankful for that. You, Yonje and Megumi, always made me feel like I had gained 3 other older sisters on top of the 2 that I have. And that makes sense because family isn't defined by blood after all. Each and every one of them had brought so much joy, laughter, and love into my life to the point where they became the crucial components of it. They're my go-to people. They have always had my back. No matter what, I would trade the world for them. And of course, my platonic soulmate, Mari. If I had been given hours to deliver this speech, almost the entirety of it would have been dedicated to how much the presence of this one person had altered the brain chemistry. And she's that one person who would unconditionally convince me of the beauty, intelligence, and love within me. The person who would remind me that I'm more than my irrational concerns and worries in my head, and that I can build incredible things for myself. Mari is one of those little things that make me feel so blessed to be living this life, and if I could ever repay the love that she had shared with me, I would give her all of myself in an instant. In all honesty, I believe that I am who I am today, and I'm awarded with what I'm awarded with today due to the people that have surrounded me, due to the dear people that have been by my side. Very special thanks, of course, will be dedicated to my precious parents, sister, and grandma in the audience today. Мамо, тато, Лірусік, Даринко, якщо ти дивитимешся мою промову, та бабуся з дідусями. Я постараюся сильно сльоз не пускати, але, як ви можете бачити, це вже не дуже в мене виходить. Від щирого серця я вас хочу подякувати за всю підтримку, допомогу, ресурси і пожертвування, що пішли на те, щоб я зараз тут стояла із цим титулом. Мені мама сказала, порадила, щоб я розказала про свій шлях і про своє зростання в цій школі. Але мені здається, що до інших це не дуже релевантна тема. Для мене головне, що ви знаєте, скільки зусиль, роботи і відданості пішло на те, щоб я зараз тут стояла зі своїм результатом. Головне, що ви мною пишаєтесь і знаєте, що ваша дочка, сестра і внучка отримала цей результат сама. І вона, знаєте, що зможе зробити. Я знаю, як сильно ви мене любите і яка для вас це втіха. Мені насправді так пощастило із такою турботливою родиною, яка завжди буде на моїй стороні, і яка завжди, незважаючи на все, мене і підтримує, і тьоміка в лоба дасть, і скаже, бабузьониш, все буде твоє, і не переймайся. Ви найцінніші, що в мене є, і я дуже рада, що я можу розділити цю урочисту подію з вами. Дякую вам. Okay, back to English. I'm not that emotional when I'm talking English. Okay, and for the younger audience in this room, I have a little something to say too. Rather more as the valedictorian than the Xenia that some of you may have known. As you progress in your academic career, the pressure and expectations will build up accordingly. And if there's one mental trap that I wouldn't want any of you to fall for, is to feel like your success is only legitimized when compared to those of others. In a school of this size, with only a dozen other kids in your class, it doesn't matter whether or not you want to, you will be aware of the performance of other kids. And it's easy to start measuring your worth against theirs. But the truth is, your journey is yours alone. The version of success that will mean the most to you won't come from outscoring a classmate or landing the highest grade in the room. It'll come from setting goals that matter to you, overcoming obstacles you didn't think you could, and becoming proud of yourself outside the classroom too. Might seem a little hypocritical coming from me right now, but the feeling of accomplishment I am experiencing in this current moment doesn't come from the fact that I have the highest GPA, not in the least. It's coming from my knowledge that in the past 6 years, I have come from a single-minded child to a young adult with actual aspirations and ambitions, who wants things for herself and who is ready to get through the obstacles between where she's standing and what she desires most. Achieving the valedictorian title is cool, but what awaits me outside this NPR is what really counts. Please don't lose the vision of what all your effort, time, and sacrifice is for. School is just one small chapter in your vibrant, colorful life. Thank you. Next, please give a warm welcome to Yongwon Kim.
These couple of weeks have been strange. I used to think that once IB was done, I would finally feel relieved and reach a utopia state of mind. For months, I was dreaming about how I could finally eat well, sleep well, and make some fun memories with my friends. All things I wasn't able to do while pulling all-nighters, writing IAs, and cramming for exams. Yet, once IB was really done, I was not as excited as I expected myself to be. I was stuck in a weird phase of feeling like I needed to do something, but having nothing to do. I spent a few weeks in limbo, repeating the lifestyle cycle of hanging out with my friends all day, going to vocal classes, driving schools. I didn't want to waste the one and only time I will have this kind of freedom, where I'm not quite a child anymore, but also not an adult with responsibilities. I enjoy being busy, but one day when I had nothing to do and was just relaxing at home, I remember that Sota had told me that I will miss the time I was enduring through IB and realized it was kind of true. IB was tough, but one thing that made me feel endurable was the fact that I was in TIS. Thanks to TIS, so many things that once seemed impossible became achievable. Thank you, Mr. Zemke and Mr. Dawson, for all the work you did to help me switch to Math HL. I'll never forget what you did for me, especially because it opened the path for me to pursue an economic majors at the University of Toronto. Another thing is the TIS musical. Okay, now that I'm graduating, I also have to admit something. In the beginning, I didn't really like musicals. Sorry, Mr. Asano and Mr. Zemke, I was on your side a while back. I had no passion for it, and I wasn't really singing when I was on stage. I was just waiting for it to end so I could go home. The only thing I liked about it in elementary school was the fact that I could skip school. But Mr. Asano's passion for musicals always amazed me and sometimes left me a bit confused. However, things changed when I entered 8th grade, and this was my first musical as a drama student. While back when we were performing Moana. Thank you so much to Mr. Masano and Alicia's influence, I fell in love with the stage. If you haven't realized yet, I love standing in front of the people and performing. That feeling in your spine of being strangled was so weird, paired with the incredible enjoyment of performing. More than anything, the bond that I was able to create year after year through the musicals made me feel like I was actually a part of community. The musical have been an unforgettable experience that TIS had given me, and I will forever cherish this bond that I was able to create with the teachers and the students. Thank you so much, Mr. Misano, PTA, and other teachers and supporters who have given us the opportunity to experience this. It is truly what I needed, and I believe that a lot of other TIS students can relate. And of course, my wonderful friends that I was able to meet due to TIS. It was stressful in IB, and I spent so many hours at Starbucks each day that employees all knew my name. However, having Ksenia as my study buddy made challenging times far more manageable and sometimes fun. Although we shared many mood swings and faced traumatic texts that we had received, which we definitely didn't deserve, that Starbucks study session was not a hectic because of you. And hey, Bex, I'm so happy you finally made it to Japan. But while you were away, we really missed you. Every time Mr. Zemke took attendance, he'd look around and ask, "Is this all?" And it just felt incomplete without you. You, Alicia, and I, we are an iconic trio, and we always will be. I'm so grateful to have friend like you in my life. Alicia, I'm not even sure if I should be giving you a farewell message, because guess what? We're about to stuck together like glue for another 4 years at the University of Toronto. Remember our grade 6 graduation? We were sobbing like crazy, terrified of going down different paths and ending up at different universities, never imagining we'd actually end up at the same one. Back then, we couldn't imagine how painful it would be to say goodbye, but thank God, we don't have to. And while it's still a little bittersweet, I'm genuinely excited for all the memories we're going to make from here on out. Apart from my family, there's one person who supported me unwaveringly, Sota. Even with long distance and time difference, you were always there for me. Whenever I felt down or unmotivated, you immediately called, lifted me up, and reminded me why I should keep going. Your words grounded me and gave me strength. Thank you so much for everything. I love you. Last but not least, my family. My family has been and will always be the most important thing to me. 約10年間 TIS で過ごした日々を振り返ると、本当に幸せな思い出でいっぱいだなと思いました。この学校に通わせてもらったことで、ずっと思うエリシャにも出会えたし、大好きなソータにも出会えたし、そして何よりたくさんの優しい先生や友達にも出会うことができました。こんなにも恵まれた環境で学ぶことができたのは、ママとパパの愛情、サポート、そしていつも何も言わずに払ってくれる高い学費のおかげです。だから私はやっぱり一番ママとパパに感謝しています。ママへ、いつも自分のことよりリンと私のことを優先してくれるその優しさ、誰にも負けないと思います。受験中にもママの前向きな言葉にどれだけ助けられたか分かりません。家の中をいつも明るくしてくれてありがとう。ママが笑っているとみんな笑っちゃうよ。パパへ、毎日家族のためにお仕事頑張ってくれてありがとう。たまに数学を教えてくれるときはちょっと怖いけど、本気で私のことを考えてくれているのが伝わってます。幼い頃によく公園で一緒に遊んでくれた思い出はずっと忘れません。大学に行くと少しずつ自立していかなきゃいけなくなるし、寂しくなることもあると思います。でもママから学んだポジティブなマインドとパパから学んだ努力することの大切さを忘れずに、新しい場所でも頑張っていきたいです。いつか必ず恩返しします。パパとママの子供に生まれて本当に誇りに思うし、心から幸せです。大好きです。そして感謝を伝えるときに絶対に忘れてはいけない。ばあば。今日は韓国から日本まで来てくれてありがとう。いつも私の味方でいてくれて、応援してくれて、たくさんの愛をくれて、本当にありがとう。大学に行っても勉強頑張るね。ばあば大好き。最後にリンへ、ユウがトロントに行って一人っ子気分を楽しもうと思ってないよね。家族みんなが爆笑するくらいストーリーを面白く伝えるその才能は、毎回本当に驚かされているよ。毎日一緒にいるとつい当たり前になっちゃうけど、こうして離れるとなるとやっぱり悲しいな。姉妹にしか分からないツボや空気感があって、それってすごく特別なことなんだなって今改めて感じています。そしていつもわがままなユウの話を聞いてくれてありがとう。I spent my whole life living in a safe bubble with guidelines and endless support from my parents, TIS, and many other adults in my life. While I was thinking about my experiences for this speech, I realized that I have never made huge mistakes in my life because I always had people supporting me, backing me up. But now, I'm going to move far away from everything I've ever known, everyone I'm comfortable with. Every single memory that I have experienced in this school has been incredible and something that I will never forget. Although now it is time for me to move on, I have a huge gratitude for my teachers for supporting me through the hardships and for my parents for allowing me to attend this school. Thank you. Now I would like to welcome Kae Kobayashi.
Hello everyone, my name is Kaya Kobayashi and today I'm graduating. Who thought I would graduate? I hate giving speeches. Look at my attendance rate. Every time there's a presentation, I'm absent. It honestly felt like yesterday when I walked into TIAS for the very first time. I remember stepping through the doors, feeling completely lost and overwhelmed. Everyone was rushing into the NPR for the morning assembly. I just stood there, nervous and unsure of what to do. That's when Ms. Shimada noticed me and asked if I was a new girl. I nodded and she told me to head into the assembly. I sat down next to students whose names I didn't know, glancing around trying to figure out who might be in my grade. Then suddenly, Mr. Nogaki's voice echoed through the room. He introduced me as a new student and asked me to wave. I was absolutely terrified. Why is this man telling me to wave through a whole school? Every single person turned to look at me. They waved. The wave might have only lasted for a second, but it felt like eternity. Fast forward to now. 3 years later, I'm waving again, but this time it's goodbye. And as I stand here giving the speech, it finally hits me. Wow, I'm graduating. These 3 years at TIS have given me more than just an education. They've given me friendships, unforgettable memories, and moments that I'll carry with me forever. Like staying after school to play manhunt in the woods with Mari. Sitting in the net of the playground just talking for hours and hours about how boring Mr. Zemga's class was. Turning the study room into a golf course instead of us actually studying. The chaos and laughter in the art room. The games that we played during school trips, try so hard not to get caught by Mr. Zemka when we were being too loud at night. These moments have made my time here so special. To all teachers who supported me, thank you. Ms. Shimada, Mr. Steinkamp, Mr. Zemka, Ms. Van Kier, Mr. Bankston, and Mr. Dawson. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for never giving up on me, for encouraging me in your own unique ways, and for helping me grow into the person I am today. There's one teacher that I want to thank separately, Mr. Wildy. Thank you. I never thought my English level could go into EAL, because my grades in English in my old school is pretty high. When I went to EAL for the first time, he asked me what my name was. I told him it was Kaya. He looked at me and he started doing funny faces and dancing around. I thought this teacher was crazy. But then I had to have EAL classes, so I was with him all the time during grade 9 and grade 10. When other kids were having art and drama class, I had EAL. Mr. Wildy, thank you for always listening to me rant about my life. I know you don't care, because you always just look in your computer, and you don't even reply to me sometimes, but I know you only listen when there's juicy parts of the story. And I don't blame you. Sometimes my stories are really chaotic. Thank you for always helping me when I needed help. Thank you for always listening to me. When I was in trouble, I would always look for you. You were like the second dad that I never had. Thank you for everything. I'm graduating. No one's going to tell you any more rumors about this school. No one's going to tell you any more juicy stories. You're going to have to find someone else. I'm sorry. And also, I never steal food from your fridge. It was never me. I didn't steal food from your fridge. Now, to my friends in the younger grades, Uta, Eva, Monica, Taiga, Jaren, Yashika, Yulia, Kokomi, and more. And Domi, Thank you for coming all the way from Taiwan to here just to see our graduation. You made my high school life brighter, funnier, and so much more meaningful. Thank you for every memory, every laugh, every inside joke. And Eva, you can't hit me anymore, so you need to find someone else as well. And to BB, thank you for standing by me through all the ups and downs. I'll miss you so much when I leave for college. I know we'll find a way to make it work, so we always do. To Mama to Papa. 首先，多謝你哋一直以嚟咁支持我，俾我自由去做自己想做嘅嘢。我記得當我係咁抱怨依家學校有幾差、有幾煩嘅時候，你哋都肯喺電話度陪我聽我呻，當我崩潰想報警嘅時候，都會係有耐心咁聽我講，聽我分解點解我會咁大壓力。喺學校裏邊有啲事，你哋第一時間都要關心我，問我有冇事，甚至聽到我整親都會即刻打俾我。我幾驚你哋即刻飛過嚟日本揾我。好緊張嘅我，唔知我使唔使知道我自己一個，你哋驚我好，你哋擔心我自己一個冇人幫助，就搞到我都覺得自己好無助。身邊我冇屋企人嘅時候，好似冇人關心我，我得返婆婆親一個。但係因為親親淨識講日文，我又唔識表達自己，所以好多時候好多心事都要塞埋喺心入邊。你哋問我有冇事嘅時候，我都要講冇事，因為我唔想你哋擔心。同你哋講嘢嘅時候真係完全唔同，我可以講廣東話、日文甚至日文，用3種語言同你哋傾，令到我覺得我講嘢都好通順，完全冇呢個棘住嘅感覺。我好開心你哋可以嚟到我嘅畢業禮，我都好開心 Uncle Andy 同埋姑媽可以嚟我嘅畢業禮見證我終於完咗15年嘅教育啦。未來喺大學我都會繼續努力，以好嘅成績嚟回報你哋嘅支持同埋你哋嘅信任。最後我想多謝香港嘅朋友，多謝你哋喺我唔開心嘅時候耐心咁聽我呻，夜晚都會嚟打電話俾我，喺我咁煩喺度崩潰嘅時候，你都會聽我電話。喺我炸你機嘅時候，你都會聽我電話，多謝你哋。我喺度分享你哋學校嘅八卦俾我聽，令到我嘅人生充滿咗好多笑容，同埋好多好恐怖嘅笑聲。當我有問題嘅時候，無論個問題有幾荒謬，你哋都會企喺我身邊，幫我鼓勵我。如果冇咗你哋，我真係唔會有而家嘅我。我亦都好想多謝而家睇緊 live 嘅簡一善、張雲山、蔡子軒、曾漢文同埋陳依彤，好多謝你哋。同埋多謝何彩妮今日可以嚟到呢度嘅畢業禮陪我一齊畢業。Next, my sister 凌思維。雖然我已經唔喺你隔離好耐，你自己係一個喺香港度讀書，我知道你都應該冇咁掛住我噶啦。但係呢，我都又要走啦，我又要走去夏威夷。雖然我自己一個。你成日自己一個好似好獨立咁，但係我知道你內心都唔係好獨立，唔係好自信。我希望你繼續喺 OFC 可以繼續好順利咁畢業，可以揾到間好大學，跟住你將來都會好有出息。Lastly， 真真。この4年間、本当にありがとうございました。私は完璧な孫ではなかったかもしれないけど、あなたからの愛情と人遣いはどんな言葉にも変え難く大切に思いました。好きだけど話した飲み物を密かに買ってくれたり、笑わせようとの人形をベッドに並べてくれたり、成長してもバス止まって拾ってもらっていた頃、同じようにそうしてくれたり、ちゃんちゃんのやりとりでいつも私を愛してくれてるの、優しさに心を感謝から感謝ありがとうございます。これからは大学生として新しい一歩を 踏み出します。これからも頑張るから、どっか元気にしてくださいね。ちゃんさんの存在が私にとってそれだけ大きい肩着が言葉を表ません。本当にありがとうございました。大学で勉強頑張りますので、また会うの楽しみです。でいます。And lastly, I want to say a word for the future graduates. Enjoy your time in high school. IB might be hard. I wouldn't know because I wasn't in IB. But IB might be hard. Looking at my other classmates in my class, I know it's hard. They cry over psychology papers that I don't even know any word about. They cry about the math that they can't solve. But having friends beside you, that's the most fun you can get. Studying with them after school, honestly, that was really fun. It might be annoying that you have to go outside school and study, but to be honest, I enjoyed every Starbucks run that I went just to study for tests or something with my friends. And also, don't procrastinate your CAS. CAS is something that takes hours and hours. Please do it as soon as possible, or else Ms. Fank here will be on you. At last, thank you for everyone that made my high school memories so wonderful, so memorable, and so colorful. Thank you so much. Next, let's welcome Wonjong Park.
Hello. Before starting my speech, this is going to be quite a short one, since I'm not capable of talking in front of more than 10 people. Starting the school year in a language I didn't know was incredibly difficult, and that's exactly what I did. I wasn't exactly an excellent student academically, but I truly believe my effort throughout high school was remarkable. One of the most valuable things I gained from this school is probably the English, and I believe it will be one of my strongest assets as I step into the real world. Of course, I didn't achieve this alone. I'm genuinely grateful to my friends who patiently answered my endless questions, even the really stupid ones. Without you, I wouldn't know 90% of English answers I do now. Thanks also to the teachers who used the demonic level of vocabulary, fully aware that there was a student in class with the English level of an 8-year-old. Thank you for pushing me to look up those absurdly hard words. It helped me more than you know. And finally, to my family, thank you for making me feel like I'm a fluent English speaker every time I came home, simply by knowing even less than I did. That strange little confidence boost helped me survive in a society where fluency in 2 or more languages is the norm. As a person who has lived more than any of the current TI students, yes, I'm old, I have a few pieces of advice for you. High school is not a place where you learn only school stuff. It's where you learn some basic social skills, finding out who you are, how to become your true self. So I think you should make some mistakes. You should try out people telling you to not try, break some social norms in order to find where the safe line is. Don't be stuck in a place that others tell you is safe. Free will is fantasy until you become free. I know this was cornball stuff, but I always wanted to tell you this shit. Hey, my sister, Hyun, is known as Wonjong's sister. I'm sorry to tell you this, but you will have to do all the errands from recycling trash to bringing your parents' remote control for TV by yourself, since I'm not going to be living with you soon. I'm so happy about that. Also, I really hope you are actually studying math really hard right now, since the math here in Korea is not the same. Don't be like me, who had to stay at school when everyone was already gone because I couldn't pass the stupid fraction multiplication test. To my parents, thank you for raising me up. The reason I could be my favorite version of myself is because of you guys. I saw other versions of myself with a portal gun, but man, that was total mess. By the way, it was the Rick and Morty reference, if you didn't know. I appreciate your love, appreciate your support, I appreciate all the things you had to give up for me to grow as a great person. I always love you too, even though you suddenly turn into cockroaches. But I hope you don't. Also, by the way, this was French Kafka's, right? Metamorphosis? Oh, hell no. Metamorphosis reference. Thank you for 5, 6 of you who actually listened to my great speech like carefully. Let's welcome Mr. Daki Pidu.
Hi everyone. So when I learned that everyone, including me, had to give a speech, I panicked. Because like most of my assignments, I left it to the last minute, exactly like this speech. But then I remembered, that's how I've survived school all these days. When I first moved to this school 2 years ago, I had one priority, and it was football. The academy was nearby, and to be honest, I wasn't exactly here for the academic experience. I thought I'd just show up, kick a ball around, and count down the days until graduation. But then I realized something. I actually liked it here, to some extent. I made friends that would laugh at my wonderful jokes. Sometimes it escalated a bit. And also I think the MVP of this class was Wonjong. He was always funny. Also, I had wonderful teachers, and which they did not give up on me any day. And I would like to shout out Mr. Bankson, because for my first year in DP1, I was struggling a lot with art, but because he was helping me every day, I was able to get a decent grade, I guess, for my final grades. And yeah, so to everyone that made these last 2 years way better than expected, thank you so much. Now I want to talk about someone who couldn't make it today, and it's my best friend Len. He's in Tokyo right now, and hopefully he's watching the live stream. We've been friends for 7 years, and he was my day one. 2 years ago, I left Tokyo for football, and part of me thought our friendship might fade with the distance. But then Len was different. Len is the type of guy that could make the tension feel like a party, and everywhere we go feels like adventure. And our humor, it was special. Most people don't get it, and I understand why. Last time we were talking about a Japanese romance reality show, which is referred as Kyosuke. And we were making jokes about it, and we were laughing for hours straight. People were looking at us dead in the eyes like they just witnessed a crime, but it just didn't stop us from laughing. Also, some people here thinks or suspect us for being gay, which I don't even understand why they think that. I truly don't. There's no evidence of it. But anyways, thank you so much, Len, and I really love you. Now to my family. Where do I even begin? First, thank you for believing in me, even when my report card made you question if I was actually related to you. First, Mom. Also, I'm doing this in English, so it might be hard to understand, but I was still doing it in English. You're the ultimate multitasker. When we lived in France, you somehow managed to pick me up from school, make me lunch, and drag me to football practice every single day while carrying my brother. You didn't just support my football dreams, you fueled them. You studied nutrition programs just to make sure I ate the right things to perform at my best. Meanwhile, I was over here trying to sneak Haribos into my mouth. Even when we came to Sendai, you were always here to help me. When I was physically dying because of a flu, you came all the way from home to the dorm by car. And by the time that you arrived, I was sleeping. I remember that you were so mad at me, but yeah, it's the past. Without you, I wouldn't be half the player or half the person I am today. Yep. So thank you very much. And Dad, my biggest football fan and only person who could watch me attend Rainbow Flick in front of our own goals. Yes, and it happened. And still, he is extremely proud of me. You never missed a game, even when I'm pretty sure you had better things to do, like just not watch single-handedly lose matches because of my tricks. But you were always there, coaching me, believing me, and probably biting your tongue when I made questionable decisions, on and also off the pitch. I think that the best moment being with you was when I was selected for the Vegalta youth team. I had tryout for 2 days for the team, and I got selected since the first day. And you did not think that it would happen this quickly, and I just remember how happy you were, and I would just not forget that moment. You always wanted me to be the best version of myself, and I will definitely be so, I promise you. And then my little brother. Technically, you had no choice but to be there. Mom carried you to every practice like a backpack, and then dad made you watch every game. But the thing is, even you grew up, you could have said, nah, I'm good, but you still decided to show up. You pretended not to care, but I saw you secretly celebrating my goals. And I heard that you always brag about my existence to your friends. And I'm really happy about that. And I hope to be a good role model for you, even from now on. And then since the day I came to Sendai, I was only able to see you once every 3 months. But I know that you miss me a lot. Now you're so tall and might be even taller than me soon. And something that I need to say is that you always ask me to give you advice for how to get girls. But I'm a very loyal man myself, and I do not approach women because I'm scared of them. So I cannot tell you the answer for that. But anyways, thank you for always supporting me, and I hope to be a more mature and responsible person from now on. Now I would like to talk about my academic strategy. So some people study all year, some take notes, they revise, or they stay ahead of deadlines, and I am not some people. I perfected the art of the 1 month miracle. Why study for 10 months when you can cram 10 subjects in 10 days? I like efficiency. And when even that failed, then there's my best friend, DeepSeek, the real MVP of my academic career. When I didn't understand a thing, DeepSeek did. When I had an essay due in an hour, DeepSeek did. And if this sounds suspiciously well written, well, you know who to thank. I'm joking. I wrote this myself. I'm joking. I'm joking. And the advice that I would give myself right now is to finish what I started. I don't want to regret anything in the future, and especially about my football. I had a lot of decision making and time that I didn't know what to do, but from now I actually want to finish what I started. And also, I didn't mention this in the family part, but I want to thank my grandma. I didn't include this in the speech, but エミコマミにはすごい感謝してて、今このいないけど、僕が11歳の時に、亡くなってしまって、いつもそばにいてくれて支えてくれて、で12月25日の亡くなった日に自分の特技であるサッカーで絶対その日は点を取るって決めていて、今のところはできているので、エミコマミは僕が4歳の時に車の道路にいた僕を車から跳ねるところから助けてくれて、でこの気持ちは多分僕の母親が一番分かってると思うんですけど、もっと一緒にいてればよかったっていうのは思ってます。本当にこれからも見守ってください。And then, because it's the final day in graduation, I would like to give advice for the people here. In my opinion, what I said since I was very small is that life is like the man's private thing. Yes, that, where sometimes it's soft, sometimes it's hard. For some, it's short, but it's not always hard. So keep believing in yourself, and you will make it one day. Thank you. For the final speech of the graduates, I would like to welcome Alicia Plant.
Hopefully I make it through this speech without crying. When I was about 10 years old, my dentist told me that I will get my braces off when I finish grade 8. To that, I complained, why is it so far away? Thinking that I'm gonna have these braces on forever. And I went home, teeth aching, wires pulling, wondering when this pain will end. That was the mentality I had for a really long time, thinking that the future was so far away. Wondering when I can go up to secondary, waiting for high school to start, unable to imagine my brother going off to university, thinking I had so much time to prepare for IB, thinking that turning 18 was so far away, and graduation was something I had only dreamed of. But now I realize most of these milestones have already passed. My braces are off, graduated elementary, went through high school, watched my brother ace university, finished my IB exams, turned 18, and today I'm graduating. There's a huge part of me that screams, I don't want to leave this place. I've been going to this school since I was 5 years old. I've seen this place change and grow into a completely different school from the place I first walked into. And while I know that I need to grow and change too, I really, really, really suck at letting go. I think my friends can confirm. What scares me most isn't leaving. It's that just like today, this next chapter, university, living overseas, will fly by, and before I even realize it, I'll be looking back, wondering where the time went. It's terrifying to start fresh, but it's even scarier to leave a place that feels like home. But then when I look at all the photos and the milestones I completed, I can probably say that I made so many memories, and I hope that that's what the next chapter will feel like too. Last year, I realized that the people you surround yourself with shape the way you act and the way you think. I decided that the people that I hold close to me should bring positivity into my life, teaching me and helping me become better in every way. I believe that the people I have met in TIS are exactly that. I am deeply grateful for them, and they will remain permanent in my heart. This building, these walls, the hallways, and the classrooms always felt like a safe place, and it truly is thanks to all my teachers. Mr. Bankson, who supported me through my love for art, which opened up a path that I will follow in university and beyond. Mr. Zamka, who has always been there for me, providing me with emotional support. I don't think you understand how much your words mean to me, so thank you. Mr. Masano, who filled all 13 years of my life with color. You ignited the light in little Alicia's eyes, making me fall in love with the musical. In times of hardship, even during the IB, watching clips of previous musicals was what kept me going. You create musicals that not only become great memories for the students, but something that shapes us and helps us grow. Thank you truly for everything you have done for me, the musicals, the students, and TIS. TIS remains the TIS that I love thanks to you. The majority of our time at school is spent with friends. On my very first day at TIS, I made a friend because she had the same shoes as me. Proof that a coincidence so small and seemingly trivial can lead to a friendship that lasts for years. With chance and with time, I made so many amazing friends. Those elementary years are a core memory, and I wouldn't change my childhood for anything. As I look ahead to university, I hope to do the same, taking every small opportunity that will lead me to new people and new places. Thank you to my early friends for the years and years of memory. You'll forever have a place in my heart. In my original script for this speech, I was going to speak into the camera for this person, but she surprised us by flying all the way to Japan. Bex is someone who has a smile that nobody can forget. When I saw you yesterday for the first time in a year, it felt so right, so natural, as if no time had passed. That kind of friendship is something you hold on forever. I missed you so much, and I'm so glad you made it, and I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for being my friend. But the friendship trio cannot be complete without Yoan. You, I love you, Knowing you for about 10 years, I can confidently say that you are the person that I laughed with the most, the person I cried with the most, the person that shared anger, fear, and passion with the most. I always thought I would be telling you how much I'm going to miss you when we graduate, but I won't be missing you. The moment we realized we were going to the same university was one of the best moments of this school year. It opened up a world of possibilities and opportunities to continue making so many memories with you. You have all the qualities that I lack, and I always look up to you, and I try my best to learn from you. Thank you for being my best friend for all these years. Although I have been in TIS for so long, this senior year was packed with memories that made me glad to be a part of this class. Wonjung's references that most of us don't get, sometimes except for Shoma, I guess. The jokes that should never leave the group chat, the many successes in our group gymnastics with you, Xenia and Mari, and our study periods that were definitely 100% only used for studying. I am truly thankful for my classmates who made my DP years fun. Out of the many things I love about TIS, one of them is its inclusivity, regardless of our grade level and age. TIS is a place where everybody can become close. Fortunately, I had many kind-hearted upperclassmen who let me tag along no matter how annoying I can get. Vivian, you were like a big sister to me since I was a tiny little baby. And Rayo, you were the first person to ever talk to me when I came to TIS. Caillou, who has very questionable humor. Liu, who showed me kindness that Noah could never. And Michael, who helped me, who treated me like a friend and not just Noah's little sister. Staying in touch with you reminds me of the warmth and sense of belonging that make TIS so special. I hope you know how much your energy, kindness, and humor means to me. However, of course, I wouldn't have been able to be as close to all of you if it wasn't for my brother. My first role model and my best friend since birth, Noah. I really wish he could have made it today. Everyone always says that they've never seen a sibling so close as me and Noah. And it makes me so happy because it's true. I think we became so close because of his love and care towards me and my naivety to not notice all the time he tricked me into losing every board game. Nevertheless, he is my role model in so many ways. We are both suckers for nostalgia, and we constantly look back and cherish our memories. Although we can be categorized as polar opposites at first glance, him being the nerdy, confident STEM dude, and me the emo artist sister, I feel that we are the same in our core. I'm so excited to find out what more memories I can make with you, Noah, and to see us never grow up. In about 10 years from now, I hope we're working on the 80th random project that may never be completed. Noah, thank you for considering this little girl as your best friend. You're the best brother anyone could ever ask for, and I love you so much. For some reason, when it comes to my parents, I have the urge to be cool. Maybe it was because my brother was an absolute clown at home, but all of a sudden, my emo girl persona takes over me. And Mom, Dad, maybe you think that I just want to get out of the house and live my own life in Canada. But it's scary imagining the days that are coming ahead. The days where my mom isn't there to wake me up and tell me that I'm going to be late for school again. And life without the car rides with my dad, where I get history lessons about the music of the old days. And not going to late night movies as a family on a random Tuesday. I'm going to miss all the everyday things. In one of my projects for English class, I was asked to explore my identity. I decided to make a children's book about a whale who loved her family, her friends, and she also loved to create beautiful rainbows out of the water she spouted. This book was about how I felt that my purpose in life was to create something beautiful and to continue to give something back to the world and to the people around me. This mentality was something I learned from my father. My dad taught me the beauty of life and the beauty of trying to be understanding, to be kind, and to love people, including yourself. You are the coolest, most loving, and amazing dad ever. Thank you. My mother, on the other hand, taught me how to be a leader. My mom is the boss of the house, and her ability to take action is something that I truly admire. But this leadership doesn't mean anything without the ability to care. My mom is always by my side, even when I feel like I can't be there for myself. When I feel the lowest, I know that even if I lose myself, my mom will help me find myself again. I love spending time with you, and I'm going to miss you so much when I go to university. Finally, I would like to thank TIS. For me, TIS was a place where I can call home, an environment where everybody feels like family. No matter how rigorous TIS will get with its studies, I hope that the things I love about TIS will never perish, so that every graduate can leave these school doors with the same bittersweet fulfillment that I feel now. To those who are still remaining in TIS, please don't take the home out of it. That will be all from me. Thank you, TIS, and thank you everyone for these amazing years. This wasn't even half of the things I wanted to say, but I'm done for now. Truly, congratulations to my classmates, and sincerely, thank you to everyone who has been a part of my journey.
Thank you, graduates. For the record, my classes are not boring. Thank you for your speeches. Okay. Well done, seniors. It is now time for us to view a memory video that they have created about their time at TIS. Graduates, could you please come to the front row? I can do the light.
Hey there, class 2025. This is Jordan, and I'm at my job in Redmond, Washington, and I'm building satellites. So I went from the TIS stars to the actual stars, and what I'd like to say to the class 2025 is shoot for the stars, okay? I miss you guys, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. And hello to everybody out there in the TIS community, parents and teachers. I miss all you guys, and hopefully I'll get to see you this summer. All right, talk to you later.
I can't believe I'm recording this video. I remember your first days of grade 7-8 like it was yesterday. And what struck me the most about each of you then, and what has stuck with me this entire time, has been your enthusiasm about learning. We could be doing something really mundane and kind of boring, like math problem sets or running laps around the school. But you somehow were still able to make these everyday tasks really, really fun. And so with that, I want to tell you that I'm really proud of you for making it to today. It could not have been easy. The DP program sounded really challenging, but if there was anyone that could have done it, it would have been you. I hope that our paths can cross again one day, so you can fill me in on all the adventures that you have had and that you will have in the future. But until then, I wish you all the best. Take care.
Congratulations on your graduation, Alicia and you. ご卒業おめでとうございます. It's so hard to believe that it's been 7 years since you were both in my 4th grade class, but I know that the determination, the perseverance, your caring, kind souls that you were already in 4th grade, I know that you have grown so much more over the last 7 years, and I know that you two are ready to take on a whole new adventure away off at college. I'm so excited for both of you, and I wish you the best of luck and continued success in your future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2025. You did it!
Good evening, Tohoku International School, and happy graduation day. Class of 2025, parents, students, Ms. Yoshida, Mr. Zemke, faculty, welcome, and great to see you all again. I want to just say a few words about our graduating students, and I wish I could be there. Alicia, say hi to everyone, and Noah and the family. Good luck with your creativity. It's going to be a great world you're entering into. Yawan, I miss working with you, and I wish you all the best wherever you end up going. And say hello to Joman, your sister, for me. Shoma, dude, tell Taiga I'm going to see a Hiroshima Carp game this coming week. Pretty good team. It's always fun to watch baseball. Mari, I miss working with you and your smiling friend, Kai. You were great kids to hang out with after school, and I miss those good times. Ksenia, I understand that you have been the student council president. Congratulations, and all the best to you and your wonderful country, Ukraine. Daiki and Wanjung, I don't really know you, but I'm sure you're an important part of the team, and I wish you all the best as we together move towards the future. All the best to TIS. I miss you all. Peace out.
Good evening, Johan, Alicia, Ksenia, Mari, Kaya, Shema, Wonjong and Daiki. Congratulations, class of 2025. While I only had a short time with you, it was my absolute privilege to be part of your learning journey. I really hope for you all the best, and I just want to say good luck, congratulations, and well done.
Hello, TIS graduates of 2025, and especially Alicia and you. It's been a while, and I'm glad that you are finally graduating, and I really wish I could be there to see this. I think I left TIS 10 years ago, so I don't really know what to say to you in this short video, but I was thinking that I could give you a little bit of advice. Now, many of you sitting in the audience are probably thinking, oh gosh, this guy's don't even know this guy and he's gonna tell me what to do. And yeah, that's true, but I've earned it. I have a lot of experience. And I guess the one thing I want to share is to try hard things and do your best at those hard things. Especially now that you're going into university, you're going to have an opportunity to experience many, many things. And, you know, new things are always hard. So my advice is to try those hard things and don't give up on them. I'm giving you this advice because I did that. I did give up on hard things when I was in university, and I regret it to this day. So don't be like me. Do hard things and follow them through. You might not be very good at them, but stick at it. So again, happy graduation and good luck to you in whatever you do.
Hey, I love TIS. It's your old headmaster, James Stewart, and
Alana Stewart.
And we just wanted to wish the graduating class a wonderful event, graduation, evening, and good luck in your next port of call, university, college, whatever it may be.
All the best, everybody. Congratulations.
We love TIS. Bye.
Grade 12 students, remember to be open-minded. It is now time for our graduates to receive their diplomas. Please go to the stage when I call your name. Mari Bediako. Shona Davis. Ksenia Fedorenko. Yawan Kim. Kae Kobayashi. Wanjung Park. Daiki Pidu. Alicia Hannah Marie Plant. We would like all of our graduates now to please stand and come together for some group pictures. Okay, everybody, picture time. This is before the tassel and after the tassel. So before the tassel, here we go. 10 more seconds of taking pictures. Everybody smile. Graduates, please follow the old custom now of moving your tassel from the right to the left. Se no.
Oh no.
We got it? 100%? Yay! Everybody smile! Oh, yeah. Okay, 10 more seconds of picture time. Everybody look happy. Beautiful. Okay. Graduates, students, and parents, thank you for everything you have done for our TIS community. And with that, I now present to you the graduating class of 2025. In the Shokoguchi for a reception with our graduates. Thank you, everyone.